Hey guys, welcome to the Futoncast, episode 4?
4.
Phenomenal. Wow,
I
we've been this
count.
for a month now. Isn't that crazy? And for you guys who don't know, we are the Futon Alliance at www.thefutonalliance.com. Your comfiest source for gaming news and book news and comics and all kinds of fun things like that. So check us out at futonalliance.com. I am Dean Wright.
I'm Drew Fishbein.
I am Colin Penny.
He
and
is
Robbie
typing.
Would be here, but his dad's birthday.
His dad exploded, yes,
So-
with birth.
His father exploded
Many
into a million
days
pieces.
So
ago.
happy Explosive Day, Robbie's
Yeah,
father.
happy explosive day, Robbie's
I hope you
father.
never watch this because you're big and tough and you scare me.
He is a very large dude.
in like a manly way.
Yeah.
Not like in like a McDonald's way.
Yes, like
Yeah.
I'm going to hurl you with my fists, sort of guy.
Just to get
Yeah, Burning Vin's here. Woo! It's always a good time when he's there.
you. I can't read.
Cool. So let's jump right into it. One of the big news is happening like right now, or like a couple hours ago. DICE is having its gaming awards, basically.
Well, it's the Academy for Interactive Arts and Sciences award show called DICE, which stands for Design, Innovation, Communication, and I can't remember what the E stands for. It's not
Energy.
education.
Energy.
No.
Let's speculate.
Let's
It's energy,
speculate.
probably.
It's
Ecstasy.
ecstasy. Yes.
Electrical, effortless, eons of energy, everyone affected.
But the big I hear D&D too. But the big news about it is that Gabe Newell did the keynote about it, and it's apparently really cool, and he talks about all kinds of stuff.
If you don't know who Gabe Newell is, he's the co-founder and vice president president of Valve Entertainment and Steam.
He pretty much made Half-Life by himself back 20 years ago at this point, so pretty big deal.
And for him being such a big deal, he's awesome.
He is a really cool guy. Like, he shows up everywhere. He does all kinds of-
Yeah.
really, really staying true to the fans kind of guy.
Still answers emails.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
if you guys go right now and email Gabe Newell, he will respond to you, guaranteed. Not guaranteed.
Don't take that.
But I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see it because I was working all day long, and Drew didn't see it because
I didn't
he
know it
doesn't
existed.
care. Colin,
Oh, I
what?
totally care.
You told us a little about it. Can you give them a
So
little
basically, Gabe Newell gave the keynote speech at DICE about the future of gaming in and of itself, and basically how recently the big thing's been cloud gaming, which if you don't understand what the cloud is, I'm not going to go into it. Just Google it.
Basically, it's like another computer is playing the game for you and streaming video to you.
Sure.
Is basically how it works.
So
So like you're just like sending commands and it's bringing you back video.
Science.
and he went into how that's not really a good step forward for us, and how we really need to start bringing in the PC into the living room if we're going to start doing more PC gaming. Like Steam themselves are going to develop
The
a box,
Steam box,
the Steam
yes.
box, which is going to be
It's a box.
It's a box. It's a portable box,
Yeah.
too.
So they so that I lost track. So basically, he's just saying, we need to have processing power in the house as opposed to in the cloud where everything's in the middle. Where everything's just in the middle, and it's more of a sidestep than a real step forward for where PC gaming should be going. And then he went on about how the PC has become leaps and bounds over the last few years, and how... Thanks for laughing. And throwing me way off, you did.
he
Penis.
He said something mean to me, and then
Oh, that's true.
Who said something mean to you?
Dean did.
Well, don't worry about it. We're moving on.
My phone vibrated, and he was like, "Fuck you."
So, basically...
All downhill from here.
Yes, the cloud is evil, and it's making it makes it harder for developers to make games that work for everyone over the cloud because there's no processing power at the end you're working on. So games have to be dumbed down. So basically, the idea of like the Steam box or any kind of client box would have all the processing power in your living room, so you can play these games where you could just it's basically like a console PC.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone can build a $4,000 computer and hook it up to their TV. That's
Anyone.
basically what
Anyone
they're doing.
can.
Anyone.
Like You know what I mean. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyone can just hook a PC up.
I was going to do it later after the cast.
I
basically,
built 3 today.
it's Steam's already started doing this with
Slow day.
big picture, which is their option to have games that are specifically controller based.
Oh, I really like that.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought it was really cool. Never used it.
Burning Infinity brought up Green Light, which is sad that's shutting down. It was basically like lightning just here. Really, it was like it was basically like Kickstarter for independent games on Steam, which was a really cool thing.
Fucking kidding.
So I'm doing things while we're talking.
So yeah, it's a really cool thing. I think I like the idea of cloud computing because I like the idea because I used to have I liked it a lot when I had a netbook, like the little mini laptop.
The idea of what?
Cloud gaming.
Cloud gaming.
Because like I had a netbook for a really long time, like the little tiny ones. And I like the idea of like playing like the highest end game on it with like super good graphics because all the processing could be happening elsewhere.
But the problem is it doesn't work that way because your little netbook can't process the 3D graphics anyways. Even if you're streaming it there, the latency would be wrong. There's so much to do to make cloud working that it doesn't make sense.
It'd be cool if it did. It's probably not going
It doesn't make sense. That's the problem.
I think cloud gaming only works for like Angry Birds and Ski Free.
Those are the two.
That's literally like what cloud gaming is like pretty much for.
Right. No, absolutely. I mean, I don't think it's for like higher end games. Like, I don't think you're ever going to see a Half-Life on there. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me at least for like a Half-Life to be on there. It makes sense for like, oh, you got a Roku box? You want to play Angry Birds on it? Cool. Like, it's that style system. It's for people who have
what about Angry Life or Half Birds?
I mean,
Half Birds is a great game. So don't.
I mean,
don't
another
talk shit on my
example of this is
if you want to
the console that's just recently been. It was a Kickstarter console called the Wii.
Didn't it come out?
No, they're releasing the first ones for the pre-order people who.
It looks really dumb. Like physically, it looks.
Physically, it looks stupid. The concept is amazing.
It's a great concept. This controller looks like if you took like the original Xbox controller and a PS1 controller, and it has
turned it into a boomerang.
Yeah.
And then that's basically what it looks like. But the concept's awesome. It's another Android or Windows-based box. I can't remember. I think it's a version of Android that they kind of modified. But basically, PC in and of itself right now is going in a way.
all circles. I saw that too.
Press the circle buttons. So basically, right now, the way PC gaming is going is there's now so many different styles of OS, not including Mac because they're a little more restrictive. He talked about that, and then he touched on the fact that Windows 8 is the devil again.
The devil, yes.
Very lightly. He didn't say that in exact words, but he's already said that pretty much in the exact words several times.
No,
and how Linux is going to end up being the fallback for gaming in general.
There's no way, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I ran Linux when I was like a major gamer. Because I was really into Linux. But
the Steam box is going to be Linux.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Ubuntu is going to take over the world. Like, it's like you can already get new laptops with Ubuntu on it. So
really,
it's going to happen. Yeah.
Interesting.
My little Raspberry Pi has Linux on it. So the next thing I want to talk about really quick about. I'm currently rewatching Battlestar Galactica the entire way through because I've seen it in college back when it was actually happening, and then my sister and girlfriend have not seen it. My sister and roommate,
fuck her, she's such a bitch.
are watching now for the first time. And if you haven't seen Battlestar Galactica, like it's one of those things where there's like plot twists, like ridiculous plot, like changes the entire thing and plot twists. And like it's just really cool to watch it again, and because you pick up so many little things along the way about like, oh, this is like it, like you pick up the setups. It's like watching that one thing, Fight Club again. Like you pick up all the things about like, oh, they're the same person. Spoiler. Like if you're watching it, you see like all the hints for it. It's the same thing for Battlestar Galactica. So I wonder if you guys had revisited anything and like found new appreciation in it.
I haven't watched anything with like enough time in between to really appreciate it. Like I had never seen Community, so I watched Community like a year, like whenever this last season ended. And I was like, I really enjoyed all of those seasons, so I ended up rewatching them all again, and I noticed different things. But like, I'm not really much of a revisitor.
Community is one of those big things that have jokes to set up years in advance. Like, have you seen like the Beetlejuice thing?
maybe.
It was like
That
they
sounds
said,
vague.
so you know, like in the movie, it's like
That sounds
no,
vague.
it's very specific because like you know, in the Beetlejuice movie, if you say his name 3 times, he appears.
Yeah.
In Community, they've said Beetlejuice 3 times, so like the first 3 seasons, like once a season. 3rd time, he walks in the background. It's like you know, like don't even notice it unless you're paying attention.
I
He's
wasn't
there.
apparently.
I know it's crazy. Like they do stuff like that all the
I
time.
haven't watched it that much.
I definitely revisit games like a lot. Like I played the new Hitman like four different run throughs, but that's because it's
not really a revisit. That's just kind of the same run.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, but it was over like different months.
There you go.
It's only been out for like a month.
It,
2.
Like I still play Half-Life 1 all the time.
Yeah,
love
I
it
do
all the
that.
time.
yeah.
Recently, we had a conversation one day about old Saturday morning cartoons, and I ended up going on Hulu, and the first thing that popped up on Hulu was Monster Rancher. And I don't have a new appreciation for this. Actually,
I have an old appreciation.
No,
for this.
yeah. 10-year-old me was like, yeah. 23-year-old me goes, crap, why did I enjoy this?
I had
so bad.
I had a wolf stuffed animal. I named, what is it, Tiger? Tiger. I named it Tiger. No one got it, but it was for me.
Yeah. It was
Reboot was good.
Reboot is awesome, which is also on Netflix.
I totally remember.
And I watched that, and I watched that recently too, and I was like, man, why did I like some of this stuff?
Yeah.
Like, I recently started rewatching anime that I watched dubbed, now subbed, because I can't stand dubs. They're so bad, and like.
So you went from dubs and you took a step
forward.
to it, yeah.
Yeah, a forward to me. It's a forward to me.
I wanted to say dubstep. That's all I wanted to say.
Dubstep.
Ah.
I took a step back. So.
Hey, Subbox Mark. I don't know who you are. Cool.
What up, Mark? He was at.
You know who
Marky Mark. Oh, there's that guy. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. Stay in the chat. I love you. It's funny,
Dean's a bad person.
It's funny, like, if you go back and, like, rewatching, like, kid shows are the best things you ever visit, because, like, they're really fucked up. Like I meant, like, if you go back and, like, well, Ren and Stimpy is the biggest example. If you go back and watch it, it's really fucked up. But there's things like, Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah.
Has an episode about adultery.
Yeah.
Like, what I think it's going to be, like, kids this generation in 15, 20 years coming back and watching Adventure Time again and seeing what the fuck's going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Adventure Time is our Rocko's Modern Life for the current generation.
I've just started rewatching All Real Monsters, which is
Oh,
on Netflix.
yeah, absolutely.
And going, wow, this
Yeah.
is fucked.
Anything that Tim Curry does in that show is just
Oh,
really
yeah.
weird. And, like, toenails are currency, and it's
Yeah.
strange.
Is that Tim Curry?
Yeah, it's Tim Curry.
I don't
He's
look
the
at that.
teacher.
That makes so much sense now. That makes so
wearing
much
heels and
sense.
everything.
He's basically playing every character he's ever played.
Yeah. That makes so much sense right now.
I'm glad I blew your mind a little
Well,
bit.
because I don't watch the credits. I just kind of go, okay,
Right,
next
right.
Well,
episode.
I knew, because I watched the show, because I got exposed to Rocky Horror way too young, and so when at the age I was watching All Real Monsters, I watched Rocky Horror, so I totally made.
I don't know. I watched Rocky when I was like 5, so that.
There's
Never
a
seen
Rocky.
completely really.
You've
There's
never
this,
seen Rocky Horror?
Nope.
God, you've never seen
we,
anything.
oh
True.
my god, we need to do they have a big shadow cast thing here? I don't know. We should go.
Yeah.
Shut up! You're not on the podcast. That was man.
That was so awful.
Guys, if we become any sort of successful in this, and people come back and watch our archives, it's going to be so weird. For
You
them.
act
Do you
like
realize
it's gonna be
you
any
say
different.
you realize you say this once an episode?
Every
now?
episode.
Every episode.
I revisited Daria. 'Cause that
Daria's
was on Hulu,
still good.
And I was like, I appreciate this just the same. But there's a couple things where I was like, oh, holy shit, I didn't get that before. And I really enjoyed it.
Oh,
And I
it's
really
really
still
90s.
do.
It's such the it's such a 90s.
Oh, it's so
it's
yeah.
crazy good.
There's, you know what?
It's such the 90s.
Such the
One thing I watched that I definitely watched when it was out was Beavis and Butthead. And,
Yeah.
oh man, is that?
But
stupid.
that didn't have. But that was intentionally that.
Yeah, it was intentionally that, but it was like sitting there. I'm like, man, everyone must have been so stoned in the '90s because this shit is awful. It was
Good old
pretty
Mike
awful.
Judge. Right? Mike Judge?
Yeah, it was Mike Judge,
Yeah.
who then went and made.
Over his crotch.
Then he went on to make King of the Hill, and everyone was happy.
Yay!
Uh,
I didn't
what?
like King of the Hill.
What?
Office Space. He did. He's done everything.
Oh
that I
yeah.
love.
No, I mean the movies, but I mean cartoon wise.
Has he ever made another cartoon?
I hope not.
I'm gonna find out.
I think he did.
Not right now.
He did a show. I think it was called like The Goods or something like that. They were like a vegan family. It was a weird show.
Cool. So last Saturday was it? Saturday?
Last Saturday.
Last Saturday. Colin and I went to a Magic the Gathering draft, or not? It was draft.
It was a release.
Yes.
It was a release for the new set called Gate Crashers.
Crash. Which was it was a lot of awesome fun. Drew's gonna have nothing to say during this. Well, did you ever play Magic? Nope. All right, Drew's gonna have nothing to say.
I have one story that Cullen knows about Magic.
Terrible story.
Oh man, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So I haven't played Magic since years ago. Since if anyone's played Magic the Gathering since Mirrodin, because Artifacts got so overpowered during that.
Artifacts
it sucked a lot.
good.
A lot. Apparently, I talked to other people at the tournament.
Yeah.
Other people stopped at Mirrodin too.
That's a normal.
And
thing.
so I didn't play since then. You haven't played for a very long time.
I haven't played since I was 13. So 10 years.
Crazy.
10 years.
Yeah, so we went back and we played on Saturday because we figured let's do it for the Futoncast.
Yeah.
And because we're bored on Saturdays.
On Saturday.
We started at 11 o'clock. We're there until like 6 p.m. Like it was like an all-day affair. It was awesome.
It was awesome, and I do that stuff for Pokemon cards because I'm a nerd and that's my jam. It's Pokemon, but.
But it was I think it was a fantastic experience. Like you get like a set thing for your guild. Like at the beginning you're given a guild, which is like a set of cards, like different.
So you get 5 packs plus 1 pack that's specifically full of cards for the guild you choose. So like there was white, black, green, blue, red, white,
green and blue,
Simic, red and black.
Do you want your Pokemon?
Red and black.
Yes. Huh?
What?
Do you want your Pokemon? No, don't worry about it. Why are you talking about this now? Anyway, I have all the foil Pokemon cards and like everything. I ordered a project with them at some point.
You should bring them out and sell them at France.
I totally should.
And we'll talk about that soon.
Oh yeah. So basically you get your pack and like just some random booster packs. And you have to build a deck there. You can't use any other cards
except what you have.
Yeah.
And you can't trade. They didn't say that out loud, but you're not supposed to trade. It's a sealed deck format, which basically means you get packs, make a deck what you got. They give you the mana, and you just play. Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. Like I made, and we actually got very much success. I lost like my first like 3 or 2 games. My first 2 it's 3. It's 2 a best of 3.
Yeah, best of 3.
And per match, and there's 5 matches. I lost my first 2, 1 and then 1 3. No, lost 3, 1 2. The last 2 I won. It was a lot of fun though. I enjoyed the crap out of it.
I went 1 win, 1 draw, 2 losses, right? Nope, 3 losses.
Yeah.
3 losses.
Because like you won, huh?
0, 0, 0,
0. Probably not 0.
Consistent. Pretty consistent.
Undefeated.
I just haven't said anything for a couple minutes. So.
Yeah, so if you haven't done it, go on Magic the Gathering. It's a lot of fun still. What's your Magic the Gathering story?
I don't like this.
I like all the groans involved with this.
I don't like this story.
When I was about 13,
I would be a great DM. Actually, I'm going to DM. We're going to talk Pathfinder later.
Yeah,
future episode.
Your roommate informed them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good for. Thanks, babe. Anyway.
Thanks, roommate.
When I was 13,
Burning Infinity. Why do you never stay? Get out of here. I love you.
All right,
love you. Bye.
When I was 13, my friend took me to a comic book shop, and I'm not going to name drop them because I'm banned from there.
Well, they meant your friend.
Probably not anymore.
I might still, but
Robert De Niro took me to the shop.
Yeah. Okay, so I was there with Frankie Muniz, and
this is now canon.
He was like, "Hey, let's put you in a game," and he's like, "Just do the first thing that you think of." So, me being 13, destructive, and on Adderall, I ripped the guy's card in half. Yeah, just tore his card right in half. And they were like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I don't know how to play." And I got banned from this particular comic book shop.
That seems like it's their own fault.
Yeah, probably.
You should come down to the next time we do Magic and try it again.
Oh, I shouldn't.
Bye, Burning.
Bye, Burning.
Bye, Burning. I can't stay because it's like 10:30 here and I'm a weird person and I'm tired. So yeah, see ya.
You're like in Texas or something.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Chi-town.
Now, like, I don't know. Magic the Gathering was fun though. Like
Yes.
this weekend was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed the crap out of it.
Um,
I don't think I'd ever like build decks anymore. I think I'd only do that sort of either booster draft or sealed deck.
Yeah, because
Because that would take too much thinking about it and like having to spend money on particular cards and stuff.
It's more fun that way, right?
Exactly. Like, although the problem is that you end up having a shit ton of cards you're not going to reuse ever.
Yep.
Right.
So this is a good transition as to the next topic.
All right.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. So like right now, it's so right now I'm getting ready to go do probably one of the nerdiest things I've ever done in my life because I've done it before and I know how nerdy it is. And I go and I
Civil War reenactment.
No, they don't
One of the most
exist in
racist things
California.
ever done.
I'm gonna move this.
They do exist
awkward.
in California.
Do they? Anyways,
Yes, they do.
That's weird.
yeah.
They just sit around and do nothing.
Yeah. What's up?
How you guys doing?
What's up? You got some slaves? That's cool.
I'm not.
Damn.
I'm not all about that.
So that's not.
They
cool.
just sit around to be French or whatever they were.
Or Mexican or whatever because it's California.
New Texas. Go on.
So basically, I'm going to do a Pokemon tournament. It's states finals coming up at the Queen Mary, which they change into the SS Anne.
It's romantic at the very least.
It's actually kind of cool.
It is.
Oh, it's totally cool.
So, and it's just a whole day of people playing Pokemon cards on a boat, and lots of Lonely Island jokes all day.
I'm sure that's all
like
it
what I
is.
just did.
It is for
Yeah.
well, when I started, it was 2009, and that just came out.
Oh no.
So, would you say that the Queen Mary used surf? Anyway.
No. So basically right now I'm getting ready to start playing again. I haven't played in almost a year and a half, so I'm way like I have no cards that are legal anymore because they rotate.
It's crazy that cards go illegal.
Well,
This
okay.
cards, no time.
They're rotated out, so just like Magic.
Cards.
Magic does the same thing. They rotate cards out. So now I had to make a whole new deck. So we went to this show called Frank and Sons Collectibles.
Frank and Sons. Because I thought you said
Frank
it was like
and Sons.
I know. Well, okay.
I've
Every
heard-
time someone's told it to me, they said Frank and Sons, and I'm like, that's kind of a dope name.
I thought it was like frankincense.
Yeah, no, Frank and Sons.
I thought it was like myrrh.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's like the direction I was going. When I got there, I was
gold,
like, oh,
or-
Frank and Sons. I was
Yeah.
like, word.
I know. Well, the way, and even when you're in there, everyone says Frankincense, and it's
Yeah.
like they just say it really quick.
All right, so what is frankincense? We're
Okay,
leaving all the
it
way
is
behind.
literally if you can collect it, they sell it there.
Yeah.
It's shops from all over LA have booths there where they sell video games, My Little Pony.
We're off.
Oh, we're off.
Yep.
Says
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 that.
that computer right there.
no, you haven't ever been online, dude.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, hey, we're
there
good.
was a tap on that.
I'm a liar.
You've never been online.
I heard tapping, and so I assumed
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that's what I thought it was.
So yeah, you haven't
I
been.
should refresh that.
Yeah. So, literally, baseball cards, Lowrider magazine. There was a place that.
I mean, they Dreamcast,
tattoo guns?
Genesis. Oh, gold, like
What?
gold tattoo guns, gold
Yeah.
knives, gold cufflinks.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm so sad I missed it. I was
Everyone
working
knows-
all
everyone
day.
knows I'm on a
Every
gold trip
single
right now,
okay.
so.
If you play Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, it's all there. Like there's like 20 stalls just dedicated to that stuff.
It sounds like a conventions dealer room.
They had
It's-
Sword
kind of,
Art
yeah.
Online play mats. for
Damn it! I've
cards.
been wanting to get Sword Online shit because I want like a toy or something.
So they have
all
it
of
there.
it.
So when we go, they have it for cards.
and you show me this My Little Pony stuff there.
There
so
is.
all about it.
I only saw that one booth where they were selling Yu-Gi-Oh cards and other stuff. I didn't see actual My Little Pony
I'm actually
things.
shocked it's not bigger.
I'm sure, like, it's sensory overload. I mean, there's just
There's so
much
much stuff
to see.
going on.
And we really need to try and get there earlier.
Are there games that like is it are they just selling stuff or are there games that are happening as well?
There
There's
are tournaments. There wasn't.
So it's like every week a
on
convention.
Saturdays, I think they do tournaments.
Yeah,
so it's like
on Saturdays there's like
So it's
the
like a
big
weekly
show.
nerd convention.
yeah,
kind
Yeah.
of.
it's literally one of the coolest things I've been to in the
I
last
can't
couple
believe
of
I didn't
years.
know about it until like, you told me.
Yeah.
Well, because a buddy of mine, he's been going for years for Pokemon cards because that's where it's like, oh, you want a booster box of like, you get it for like $80, which is a deal when you pay $4 a pack everywhere else. So
Sounds expensive.
turns out where you'd pay $140, you get $80. So it's like it's a wholesale nerd convention. That's literally what it is.
And it's just a bunch of nerds, like, everywhere. It's awesome.
It's anime.
sounds like so cool.
It's comics. It's retro anything.
Yeah.
There was a whole
Is there a
hallway
rehab there?
of Disney pins.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool. I
There
love
was just
that.
like a whole thing of Disney pins.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
Lots and lots of sports
I'd be
memorabilia
alright.
as well.
Yeah, sports was a big thing
It's a
there.
weird combination.
Sports ball.
Sports ball?
You know, lived the sports ball. The one that really threw me off though was the tattoo guns. Because there was this guy, he had just this case, and it had like 6 tattoo guns in there. And next to the tattoo guns was this big old burly Bowie knife.
Yep.
And I'm just like, whoa.
Are there like antiques? Like, is it collectible anything, or is it like nerd collectible?
Not really. I mean, like
It's collectible anything. It's the collectibles show. So, I mean...
there's like nerd, like old nerd stuff. But I didn't see like, I don't know, I wouldn't consider anything antique-y there.
Nah, except for like the Intellivision I saw there, or the one I saw.
television.
Or the
I had
Virtual Boy.
Virtual Boy. That doesn't exist. We don't talk about the Virtual
Stop
Boy.
asking me these things on chat. Talk to me later. Sure, I want mom. Yes, mom. I want my Disney pins.
Send all the things. Just send it all here. So he has more crap to move around when he moves.
good.
You wouldn't find like stuff like that, which is off camera.
Yeah.
And no one.
That amazing thing just off screen.
That thing.
Oh,
Over
it's
there.
so
Look.
glorious.
Oh my God.
It's almost blinding.
You
to
guys
look
are
at.
missing something
Oh,
special.
Jeez.
We're
I wish
really
that,
missing
it's too
something.
bad we can't possibly move the camera in
Ugh.
any fashion.
Nope. My feet are up. I possibly can't.
That's
move.
true. My Chipotle thing's there.
Oh man.
Oh, we had Chipotle.
I have a keyboard on my lap. There's no way I can get
Nope,
up.
we're stuck.
I'm in the middle, so it'll just be really awkward for me to leave. And so, speaking of retro things,
Oh man.
oh, that's kind of a cool segue. We did another retro rehab on Monday. I was barely there for it. But what was the experience like? We
So-
played Donkey Kong Jr. or Donkey Kong Country
For
Yes.
Super Nintendo.
So basically, we picked the opposite of Ocarina of Time.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I was
The most
wrong.
linear level-based game you
Yeah,
can think of
absolutely.
besides Super Mario
I'm
World.
sure there's more linear than
Pac-Man.
that. That's not linear.
It's
Though.
not
That
it's
comes
not
up.
as
You
linear.
can go most
There's nowhere to go except
But you still
in
can
the
choose.
No,
box.
that's not linear at all, is it?
But you have more choices than you do in Donkey Kong Country because you can go left, right, or up.
Yeah, or down.
Or down, I
Take it down.
guess.
And die.
Yeah, down's death.
Except for like the secret barrel that got us past the hell level.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so I first of all I had never played it before in my life, and I didn't play it,
You
but I
didn't
got to
really
watch
get to
you guys play it, and like I had never seen it played before. Like it
Um,
was something else I was aware of because it was like the big game for the NES, but I
It
never
was
did.
the largest. We found out while we were
Yep.
playing. It is
like 83 megabytes,
32.
32.
32
32
Never mind, it's
megabytes.
worse.
It was the largest video game for the Super Nintendo ever.
Ever. And it was the best looking.
And
I
it
mean,
was one of the.
Yeah.
It was in the first like 2 years of the Super Nintendo being out, and it was the largest one.
Yeah.
Because I guess Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3 capped out at 32 as well, I guess. And which I also have, so we could do those
Next
someday.
time.
Yeah, not next time.
If you're
We'll
really
take
into
a break.
Donkey Kong Country.
Oh man, I'm no.
all Donkey Kong all
No,
the time.
To be honest with you, it's one of those games where you are expected to die at least 5 times a level.
Oh, I've
and-
never been more frustrated at a game than playing Donkey Kong.
And you do. And you
Oh,
do.
yeah. I've broken a couple Wiimotes over the most recent one.
And like our buddy Soapbox Mark came out
Yeah.
and started helping us out when
At
he got off
Soapbox
work.
Mark on Twitter.
Yep, at Soapbox Mark. And because that, as he said, my jam and a half. He loves that game. And he's also got some cool videos going on YouTube. You guys should check them out.
Check us out more though.
Yeah. But well, he helped us, so I'm throwing him a bone. And so basically, you just die constantly. It's one of those games where it's an old game. Old games are hard for some reason. Like first level, you're sitting there going, "Man, this is really friggin' easy." And then as you go, you get to like the second stage. Like you have each level, and then like I guess you could call them acts. I don't know how you would want to break it up because games aren't that way anymore.
World.
Yeah, world.
There you go.
Thank you. That's Mario terminology.
It
yes.
is.
So you get to the second world, and then it turns 180 and go, oh crap, I can't play this at all.
Yeah, I mean, we spent how many?
6 hours.
No, we spent 6 hours, but we probably spent an hour on one level.
Jesus.
Almost.
Oh yeah, and that was even with Mark there.
Is that the water one I came in on?
No,
That was a snow one.
no, it was a snow one, and it's barrels with bees flying around everywhere, murdering your monkeys.
And because this game is from the early '90s, the snow is really disorienting because it's not like
it was the first game to have like snow in front of the characters. It wasn't just in the background. It like went in front, so it's blurring your vision, and you can't see it anywhere. And
but you guys did beat it though after 6 hours of trying hard.
We beat it.
We set something out and we did it.
We actually finished the game
and started another one.
We started playing Halo for no.
We started it's like, well, we're having fun. Let's just continue it, and so we played Halo, which with some pretty hilarious results. When we had all the girls and Drew playing each other, or no, it was the girls and Robbie.
Yeah.
Playing each other, and then
I won.
Yep, and then you won
every time. So did you.
Yep.
And we're just gonna throw this out there. Stacy, way better than Robbie at Halo.
Boom.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
So
she never played it before.
Never played it before.
She tied my girlfriend. I'm proud of that.
Come at me. What's up, internet?
Bring it on, Robbie.
Yeah, wherever you are.
Hope you're having a good day with your dad.
Yeah, happy explosion day.
Yeah.
So,
Explosions.
So
Michael Bay.
So another and completely not that news at all. JJ Abrams is doing more things. So the big thing is so obviously he's doing Star Wars. And apparently there's going to be like extra Star Wars movies, like particular characters.
With like Boba Fett.
So they're basically doing what they did with the Avengers and making individual character movies.
I mean, I don't...
Except reverse.
Cool. Right. I don't mind that, though.
I think it's a cool idea. I think it's weird for a movie. I could totally see it being like a special, like TV special.
Well, it totally depends on what characters they pick. And if they just go and pick... Like, I do not want to watch a whole movie of Chewbacca growling.
That'd be sweet.
Well, no.
I don't think I could.
If they did like a silent movie that was like Chewbacca where he never speaks.
Well, I mean, if it's his inner thoughts,
that'd be cool.
No. If it was a POV Chewbacca movie with his inner thoughts, and then you just hear growling, that'd be awesome.
I'd watch the shit out of that.
No,
but I don't think I could do a whole Chewbacca.
I think the ideal way to do it would be to like have. Like to have number 6 come out, and then a character movie like either leading up to the 7th one, or being like what a background character was doing the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like actual movie, character movie, action movie, character movie, nothing.
I think that's the way they would do it, though. I can't imagine doing it any other way. I mean, I would totally watch a story about how Chewie and Han got together and all their adventures. That'd be fun. I'd
love to have it tie. It has to tie.
Yeah.
I'd also do straight up ways. It'd be cool. But the big news about it is, speaking of Gabe Newell and all that stuff, JJ Abrams is in talk to make either a Half-Life movie or a Portal movie.
No confirmation,
just
they're
totally
in talks.
A passing comment
at DICE. But they're actually at DICE talking about
last
this.
time we had a rumor at JJ Abrams, it turned out to be true, so we're going to talk about it
here first.
I honestly, I could see a Half-Life movie completely working out. I don't see a Portal movie. Like, that 10-minute video on YouTube is awesome.
Which I apparently haven't seen.
Which, the live-action Portal film, if you haven't seen it on YouTube, really cool. Go find it.
I think it's
amazing.
Called Portal No Escape, I think is what it's called.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
But see, here's the thing. I think a Half-Life movie would have worked years ago.
No, because video games movies haven't worked years ago.
No.
Until recently.
I understand that. I'm just saying, like, Portal is like a big thing in popular culture. Like, people are really, really aware of Portal.
Half-Life is still more of a somewhat it's not underground, but it's certainly
it's far
much
from
more
underground.
niche-y.
But it's not like no one really cares about.
To be honest with you, I know more people who have played Half-Life. Than Portal.
But you're not the target audience.
Let's say this.
You're going to see it no matter what.
On my car, I have the Aperture Science logo on it, and everyone has recognized it. Like so many people like oh my god as I drive by. If I put a Black Mesa thing on there, I bet it would be like half the response.
Yeah.
Black Mesa is
which is way cooler.
I would love don't get me wrong. I would love a Half-Life movie.
It'd be great.
I would prefer it only because it has a real story.
See, but I think Portal would work. Like I think what it'd be is Portal would there's been a plot in Portal, but it's just always in the background.
Yeah.
So I think a Portal movie would have the chance for the plot of the game to take a forefront in it, to like have what actually is what's brought the up to
There'd
Portal
be a preface to it,
and what's happening while I think it'd be cool if it's like before, during, and after Chell from everything's perspective except for Chell's perspective. What's going on in this facility and who's where is the SS, whatever the one ship is.
Maybe if it's like Portal from Cave Johnson's perspective before the testing and all that crap, when they're doing aperture science,
Yeah.
I could see that. I can't watch 2.5 hours of testing and then defeating bladders.
No, you know what should be really cool is if the movie is it's Chell post Portal 2 and up to the end of Half-Life 3. Wouldn't that be badass? Like she gets to the SS Aurora, is it the ship that?
Yeah.
I think Half-Life 2 ends with you going to an aperture science ship, and you see it you see where the ship was in Portal 2 if you go to the hidden spot. Yep. So I think it'd be really cool if Chell goes to the ship and that's that movie is her getting there with the portal gun in real life.
I feel like that'd just be too much of we're just really, really trying to bridge the gap here.
Yeah. Well,
we don't love it. It'd be so cool. But
yeah.
I think I think Portal would work. I don't think they would both work. I just think as far as
I just think as a movie, no. I think as a movie, Half-Life is better. Half-Life overall would be better.
Yeah. I think Half-Life is. I think the challenge with Half-Life is there's so much backstory to it. It's really to get into it right now. First of all, you're most of the way through an alien invasion. There's a whole bunch of characters at this point.
I mean, okay, if they set it up the way they do in the video game with the tram and all and the way they do the experiment at the beginning when everything goes to crap, I think it would work. Because no one knew anything about the game. No one read about Half-Life before they played it.
Right.
They just played it, and then you got into it.
But
it was all visual stimulation. It's not.
But there
wasn't a lot of setup.
That's the very beginning. Post Half-Life 2, there's a lot of shit going on already.
Well, Half-Life 2, yeah, but he's talking Half-Life.
Oh, I mean,
1.
Wait, making a movie of Half-Life 1?
Of 1. You have to start with Half-Life.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
It's not Half-Life 2, it's Half-Life.
Okay. No, I thought you meant he'd make a movie that's in the universe, but not Half-Life 1 or 2.
No, I was from what I've read, it's about Half-Life 1.
That'd be interesting.
In Black Mesa.
I can see that.
It'd all be interesting, but I just think it would. I remember playing the games, and it's been a long time since I played it. Maybe we'll revisit it based off our conversation today. But it took so long. There was a lot of shit to do and a lot of shit to tell them, and there was a lot to bring in.
Do you have Half-Life 2?
I have Half-Life 1, 2 episodes.
Okay,
all the episodes.
You should get. There's this thing called Black Mesa, which is a fan-made recreation of Half-Life 1 in Half-Life 2 with
I've played it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's awesome.
If you're gonna replay through Half-Life 1, don't play Black Mesa instead. Although it's missing all the space stuff, but that's okay because that was kind of weird anyway.
Honestly, if you play Half-Life 1 now, it doesn't take that long. There's not a lot of setup. It's mostly a long game. It's a long game, but it's mostly you going, shit, I don't remember how to do this. And plus, there's a lot of stuff that they can cut out, like the elevator ride for 10 minutes.
I mean, there's a lot of
things. Just a lot of little things.
I think I said before on this podcast, half of Half-Life 1 is you see, there's a bridge broken, and they spend an hour getting to where the bridge was going to go. Right. That's most of what Half-Life 1 is. And so it's
but
it's
they
a lot
can
of fun. But
they can streamline that down.
Yeah, definitely.
So, because the story itself will be... It's good.
Aliens, Marines, go to space.
and Bob, the security guard who got his own game. Blue Shift. Blue Shift was
Barney
good.
Is his name.
Barney.
Actually, no. I don't think Blue Shift is Barney.
It is Barney.
Because no, Blue Shift ends with him in space on a helicopter. I don't think it's the same character.
I'm pretty sure it's Barney.
I don't think it's Barney.
Let's check it out. So then, moving on, the next thing we're going to talk about is the Wii U. Again, more stuff happens.
The Wii U is okay. So recently, I've been contemplating buying a Wii U, which honestly is a stupid contemplation because there's nothing out for it yet. Not that the machine's not cool. The machine's really cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
I've played it for several hours at a friend's house, and that's what makes me go, I kind of want one.
Yeah.
But the problem is my friend doesn't even have a game for it. He has Nintendo Land. And as fun as that is, there's no point in me buying a new system to play hours and hours of Nintendo Land. That's like when you got the Wii and all you did was play Wii Sports.
The Wii Sports was awesome.
Dude, I played the shit out of Wii Sports. That's the only game I played.
See, I'd never seen or even touched a Wii U until a couple days ago at Target. I held it was off, but I held the controller and was holding the controller of that. First of all, it looked really cheap. When I actually picked it up, I was like, this is actually pretty solid.
Oh yeah,
it's heavy.
Now, actually holding the controller and you could think of all the possibilities there are. I've been thinking about all the cool things you do for it, but actually seeing it, being shit, there's a lot of stuff you can do with this. It's kind of, I don't know. I think if it is because the problem with it is, no one's there's gonna be such fewer ports to it because it's a whole other game mechanic that no one else has. So there's gonna be just fewer games. In general.
I don't think there's gonna be fewer games for it. It's the fact that right off the bat they made ports of big time releases for it for launch to entice people who are like, if you didn't already have this game, play it on the Wii U.
Yeah, like Modern Warfare 3 is on.
Modern Warfare, Black Ops.
Oh right,
Black Ops. Yes. Assassin's Creed 3, Bayonetta's coming out for it. The new Bayonetta. They're doing all kinds of games that they're porting for it. You know, Pikmin's coming out soon.
That'll
Pikmin
be cool.
3. All the Battlefields are coming out for it from now on. Because it actually can't keep up graphics wise with anything that will be coming out and anything that is out now. And I just think overall as a machine, it will eventually be awesome.
It's just really weird to think of I haven't thought about Nintendo being because it's always been its own little thing. It's sort of been like a competitor with other systems. It's really weird to try to think of them as something I'd play if they made a Mass Effect 4 and I had a Wii U, would I play an Xbox or would I get it for
Mass
Wii U?
Effect on it.
It's crazy. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it is.
I think the issue is that it's going to be really great to use now, and then PlayStation 4 and Xbox, whatever.
Yeah,
Here's the problem. Okay, PlayStation. No. PlayStation 4 has now just shot themselves. PlayStation has shot themselves in the foot.
Well,
Here's something I didn't bring up to you guys that I read about today.
Uh-huh.
They have decided they're going to wait another. They're going to wait until after the Xbox 720 releases, and do the same thing they did last time, where
Charge
Nintendo and Xbox are going to sell all their units. Everyone's going to have a console and not want to buy it again.
Yeah.
Because the reason some people bought the PlayStation 3 was like, I don't have a Blu-ray player yet.
That was the big thing about it.
I will just buy it that way. And the thing is, the PlayStation 3 in and of itself, Sony lost so much money on that console because when it came out, they were losing $200 a unit in just the hardware because they were the only manufacturer of Blu-ray.
I still only know literally two people with the PS3.
It's,
and I know
it's
everyone
a
has
console with
I got rid of mine.
3 exclusives, and none of those exclusives are enough to really.
Hey, Resistance is not a good game.
Not anymore. The first one was decent.
Yeah, the first one was decent.
And then after that, they were all terrible.
Honestly,
then,
once they lost Grand Theft Auto, I stopped caring.
Yeah, once they lost, and Final Fantasy.
Do you remember how for like a year and a half Assassin's Creed was a PS3 exclusive, and then like a month before it came out, it's like, oh, it's gonna be in 360 as well.
Yeah, well, okay. Here's the thing that Sony keeps doing. They go and say, well, when a game company approaches a console maker for exclusivity, they go, here's the deal. You pay us this money, the game only goes on your console. Sony goes, well, we'll pay you half of that. And then they go, and they go to Xbox and say, you can have it too. PlayStation can have it or leave it. That's the deal. And that's what's been happening with PlayStation over the last several years. That's what happened with when Square Enix left Sony, because when Squaresoft was bought by Sony and saved by them, every Final Fantasy game was an exclusive except for the couple for the GameCube. And then they said, well, we're buying ourselves back and going independent again. Yeah. They did that, and Sony just keeps shooting themselves in the foot with whatever they choose. And they're making the price point for this system
$400?
$500 again.
God.
$500 again. Yeah.
Yeah, really. And I would use my iPad
way more than a PS3.
And there's no new, like, amazing features. It's the same thing, to be honest with you. There's a couple new things, like sharing stuff with friends while you're playing a game. But overall, like, that's stuff that's done on the computer anyways. Like, you could just buy a PC and never have to worry about buying a new console again.
Yeah.
But
the consoles just need more appeal. I mean, I have no desire to buy a PlayStation. It all comes down to hardware.
Well,
if it does some really, really crazy impressive things, I'll spend $500.
Well, I mean, Sony doesn't have the support like Microsoft does because they make their own goddamn OS. So they have the Microsoft Glass coming out with the Xbox 720. Is that not
out yet?
No, it comes with 720. It's a future thing. So
I've seen it. So exciting.
What's the Xbox Glass I have on my phone right now?
Oh, do you have it already?
Yeah, it's an app that makes it like me able to like talk. How am I doing this?
Well, okay. That's just the Friends feature.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is going to be connectivity between your Xbox and your tablet, and you can like
There's
basically
like maps on here and like
sort of.
Makes it into a Wii U.
That's the idea, but not, because you still have to have the Xbox controller. You can't use just the tablet. You have to have the Xbox controller. They didn't think about the fact that you would need a combo like the Wii U has.
Yeah.
There is rumors right now that they're developing a tablet controller.
Yeah, but
I've seen some pictures that have
so
been
once
leaked.
again, everyone's copying what
Nintendo does again. Analog stick comes out. Who steals it? Sony. Right. And then, so Rumble, Sony steals that. And it's like, so every time they do it, Nintendo's like, this is cool, and everyone goes, it's cool too. We're gonna
doing
use
it better. Yeah, Connect and Move.
Oh, Connect. Ooh, no.
Oh,
Connect and Move.
Connect does a lot of cool things.
Move was pretty bad.
I've never played Move.
Terrible.
Move did not work the way it should have. Not for the price point.
Well, my thing with the Move and the Wii U mode is like the fact there's no force feedback is always gonna be a problem. If I do a sword game and someone blocks me here, it's never gonna deflect me back.
But that's the problem with movement control in general. Where are you gonna get that force feedback?
I have someone punch my hand.
Science.
There you go. So
Each
overall,
console comes
Sony,
with a child.
Yep.
Hit you.
Sony's done it again. Shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
And
buy Wii U.
You know what? 720 and Wii U are going to end up being the consoles, I think. And the other problem I have with new consoles that are coming out is they're not about just the games anymore.
Yeah.
And they're nowhere near focused on
like
the games.
I would be against that, but like my Xbox has really become a Netflix machine that I occasionally play something on.
Yeah. Well, I understand that, but at its core, it was originally a game console. Like when you first got the Xbox 360, the first thing that popped up was games, and now like it's a tiny button in the corner when it should be the big thing on the screen when you first started.
Well, that's the thing.
That's
though.
A problem.
Gaming has become so much more accessible to everybody that it doesn't. Well,
that's
it's
not gaming.
main
Now
focus.
you're talking about Netflix. That's not a focus.
Well,
hey, Angry Birds is a big game.
No, it's a huge game. I mean, the merchandising for Angry Birds is way better than
there are Angry Bird stores that sell that are just for the store.
Yeah,
like,
and they exist, which means that they're doing great. I don't know.
I don't play.
I think it's dying down a little bit, to be honest with you, except for now that they have Angry Birds Star Wars. But overall,
everything goes back to Star Wars.
But overall, if I walk into Target and I don't see it anymore, I think it's dying.
I see Angry Birds every time I go to Target.
It's not at the 4 Targets I visited this week.
I've seen.
I go to a lot of Targets.
Just yesterday, I saw a Star Wars Angry Birds backpack.
Yeah, I was in Target
today.
See that. I was in Target today, passing through at the Glendale Galleria, and long story. And yeah, there's Angry Birds stuff everywhere. I mean, I kind of like where the consoles are going. I mean, for me, like, I'm a gamer, so I'm like, oh, there's the play game button, done. Like, I've never had to go through a bunch of steps. Like, I don't know, it's cool.
But that's where it's going. It's getting to the point where it's like, you can't just pop the game in and hit the big button.
That's where you say Xbox, play Mass Effect 3, and then it plays Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, but I think that has to do with, like, I mean, like, I appreciate the aesthetics of, like, when you open it up, it's a good-looking screen, but I don't think it's, I don't know, it's like... A lot of games that are out now, you don't just play them anyways. There's a lot of hoops you have to jump through. A lot of things they recommend that you download. If you don't download their maps, they make you feel bad about it.
The thing about the Xbox 720 is that isn't it redundant for 360? You're just spinning in circles.
No, but they weren't going to call it 540.
That'd be ridiculous.
I know,
That'd be silly.
Xbox they didn't have 3? Xbox 180.
What happened to the other 559 Xboxes? I'm so behind. PS4? Fuck that.
This one's got way higher number.
This one is 716 times better than PS4. So, the next thing I want to talk about is the future of speaking of things dying out and becoming entertainment machines.
Digital distribution.
Yes, the death of TV as we know it. Netflix, I haven't seen it, but Netflix has just released this thing called House of Cards, and I keep seeing it everywhere and reading all about it. And basically, what it is instead of having like set 30-minute episodes, every episode is like however long it needs to be. It's just for Netflix. I think it might have been made by Netflix, but
it was funded by Netflix. Yeah.
And so like it's. So every episode like ends like at a natural point at like however long it takes, and then every episode at the same time is released. So like you can like right now go through and watch all of House of Cards, and it just came out like literally like a couple days ago.
Like this is the idea of like TV dying is not a new thing at all.
Yeah.
Especially with when Hulu came out, when that caught fire, primetime TV was all on Hulu. Like, you could just go on the internet the next day and watch it instead of having to record it on your DVR or whatever. And it's all in high definition. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's there's really almost no point now to have cable. And I know a lot of people who just Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah.
That's all they do. They spend $20 a month on Netflix and Hulu subscriptions.
Yeah. I plug my cable box in every other week. Like, if there's like something I know it's going to be on and I don't want to watch it the next day.
See, but the problem is, like, in the meantime, because right now, because TV is still its thing.
Yeah.
But the online is going more and more popular. But then there's things that are suffering for that, such as like Community is like it was almost canceled, now it's like kind of half canceled and has a half season now because it's no one's watching it on TV, but it's like one of the biggest shows people are watching on Hulu and Netflix.
Oh, absolutely.
But like or just DVRing it. But no one's watching it live, so like as far as the network is concerned, like no one watches it. It's crap. Like Nielsen rating doesn't take DVR into account, which is ridiculous considering like that's what most people do nowadays.
Because their current metric system is just broken.
Yeah, so like,
and it's so like with the internet.
I don't even know where you went with metric system. I have to stop you for a second.
I think.
Oh well, there's ways to rate things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not metric. That's measurement, as in feet, and you need to rephrase that.
As in meters.
Yeah.
But we know what we're talking about. We know what you mean. Continue.
Now I'm thrown off.
Yeah. Good.
No.
So the fact that the rating system is currently fucked up.
Their system's really fucked up, and online you can see it perfectly. You know exactly who's doing it. I mean, it's
like what needs to happen. Everyone says 1,000 times, and I'm going to say it 1,000 times because everyone's going to. Is that like TV needs, like, as soon as an episode is released, it needs to happen across the world at the exact same time, free to download, or else no one's going to do it. Like Hulu's perfect because like I will watch 30 seconds of ad if you tell me how long it is and tell me when it is. But like I don't want to watch 5 minutes of ad 3 times out of thing. I will watch a 2-minute ad at the beginning, or I'll watch like several 30-second ones.
The problem with Hulu right now is the only problem I see with Hulu right now is the Hulu Plus subscription still gives you ads. It only just gives you content.
See, actually, one of the cool
exclusive content.
I love the fact that you can choose your ad to watch because there are ads that are generally like there's like a chapstick ad like for the Super Bowl was actually really fun. I like that ad a lot. Like the what was my favorite ad? My favorite ad for like the Oreo ad was amazing. And all these other things. Like I would choose to watch that, and I will take in your media, and I'll be like, I will buy a Volkswagen because you have a funny commercial. Like that's perfect. Like I will do that for you. You just gotta let me do that. But then, we're into this big problem where the fact that things are happening like along the time zones is that Doctor Who premieres at like 1 a.m. here or something like that in England, and so why would I wait until like 10 o'clock here as opposed to I can download it and watch it at noon?
Right.
Like the fact that it's so that there's not a global release is definitely a detriment.
Once they release Top Gear, because Top Gear is back into a show that I watch religiously.
Top Gear's awesome.
Yeah. Once it comes out, I'm not gonna wait a week because it doesn't come to BBC America until a week later. So I just find a link for it.
Not to mention, like, they cut shit out of the American one.
They cut a lot of shit out,
and it sucks because it's all funny. Like,
it's great. There's no reason to cut it. They cut it for more commercials.
Yeah. It's like it needs to be like I also love the fact that House of Cards is whatever length they want it to be because instead of having to like either drag something on for another 1 minute or to give it artificial cliffhangers,
right?
Like let something end where it should
natural
end.
Progression.
Yeah.
And Arrested Development's coming to Netflix too.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. People keep telling me I should, but
it's great. I actually didn't watch until this year, and I loved it. It was just phenomenal.
They're getting a movie too, right? Or is that not?
No, the movie, as far as and I could be totally wrong, so but as far as I know, the movie's dead, and they're just getting episodes released on Netflix. Okay,
that's cool. Good for that.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah! I'm totally excited for it.
Sweet.
I didn't listen to anything. I was talking in chat.
My chat, it's on.
Your chat's frozen.
Yeah.
Bees still?
Bees? Yeah, every time I look over,
I look at like that's not bees anymore.
No, I'm way ahead. Yeah.
Talking to my mom and my girlfriend exclusively.
Pretty much. No, Mark's there too.
Oh, Mark's there too. Hey, he just
he's just up here. There's Mark.
Cool. So on a not nerd thing that happened, the Super Bowl happened on Sunday. Woo!
Sports ball,
hockey,
sports. Go
my
sports.
team lost.
Yes.
Your team lost.
So
not that bad.
It was not
robbed.
robbed.
I've heard that.
That's arguable because the Blackouts screwed other things up. So, if you didn't see, the Ravens won by a startling like 2 points or something like that. It was like ridiculous. Like they were ahead almost the entire game till the very end of it, and then like they're ahead by a lot, and then the 49ers came back, almost took it, and then did not.
It was a really good game.
I'm not gonna go into
I really enjoyed it.
Very angry.
So to go to the, I'm a Ravens fan because I am from Maryland. I'm primarily a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, but they're not here.
Doesn't watch football though.
So I'll be Ravens. I don't watch football very often, except for West Virginia games. Because West Virginia, come Mountaineers.
I am a Ravens fan because Cullen is a 49ers fan.
I've been a 49ers fan. Forever.
I've been a Ravens fan for like a week and a half.
Oh
so.
man,
and boy,
Ray
Lewis.
I've been a Niners fan
about
for
that
23
Jerry
years.
Lewis.
Oh man.
I was born in a Niners house.
Were you?
Yeah.
Literally.
I've been going to football games since I was to the Niner games since I was about 3.
You were a home birth? That's weird.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I wasn't.
Oh. Totally weird.
There was a 49ers banner on the side of the hospital.
Yes, obviously.
I don't know where hospital you're at.
Anyways, no, there wasn't. But my father's from San Francisco. I was raised going to 49ers games. That's my team. It's always been my team.
So that loss really hurt.
Oh, you have no clue considering they haven't been to a Super Bowl since before I was born.
At least you got to see them.
Yeah, but still, that's their first loss going to the Super Bowl. Every Super Bowl they've been to, they've won. No, they won 5. That was 6.
That was almost 6.
That was almost 6. It was so bullshit.
Hey mom, my mom brought up a really good point. Is that even if 49ers had won, people would always be like, well, it's because the blackout happened. They had to have
but then you had this bullshit no call at the end. That totally screwed them over.
I heard about the no call. I was sitting alone at a BJ's, and and this very loud man was talking about it. I went to dinner alone, thought everyone would be gone. And sure enough, there was just one guy screaming at the TV.
They died.
Like 3 hours after the game ended.
Well, you know what? He should be.
I left. I stopped watching the game unfortunately about like just a couple minutes after the blackout stopped. After like the 49ers scored like twice after the blackout.
Yep.
And like I didn't see it again until I was going to the Grove, and I was walking along and I saw off the TV like flutter Fetty coming down. And that's all I got to say.
I'm gonna get sports for a second here. I'm gonna
get sports.
No science, just sports this time. 49ers are always a last half team. I think they would have came back anyways, even without the blackout. So it's just a matter of like what would have happened. We don't know. So
we do know.
No. I'm saying if the blackout never happened, we don't know what would have happened.
No, I have a machine that'll take us to the universes.
Oh, we do?
We can go check it out.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to go? Science, back in it.
Yeah.
Oh, back to science.
Science and sports.
So yeah. So I sportsed for a second.
I mean, it's a really small booth. It'll be very comfy in there.
Oh, so
we can get out, can't we?
It only works naked as well.
Yeah. So closed don't.
Let's take you to another world.
And light kissing.
You know, I don't think this is a machine. There's something going on here.
Colin, this is a machine.
This machine looks a lot like your bathroom.
Amanda, he's doing it again.
Hey, again?
Oh, this isn't the first time.
Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice.
We've had nails.
Shame on you.
So what was
What'd you say?
Nothing. So what were you guys? Speaking of commercials, what were you guys' favorite commercials for the Super Bowl?
Volkswagen commercial is my absolute favorite.
That was amazing.
I just thought it was so well done, and apparently all of like the Jamaican VW dealerships love it. Like they just have fully embraced it.
That's
the
awesome.
Jamaican VW. How many Jamaican VW dealerships could there possibly?
14.
At least 50.
On that tiny island.
35.
Not that tiny.
It's a pretty small
17.
island.
You're a small island.
4.
You can drive around the whole thing in 6 hours.
100.
It sounds like it's bigger than Ireland.
-3.
Man, fucking Jamaica's economy
It's going up and down.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's funny because I saw that ad on Reddit the day before, something like the banned VW commercial, and then it came on TV. It's like, I guess it wasn't banned after all.
Well, because some people were like, oh, it's so racist.
It's pretty it's pretty racist, but I thought it was great.
I think it's in good humor.
I don't think anyone would be offended by it. Like
the Jamaicans weren't at the very least.
That's all that matters. If they're laughing, make them laugh.
That's what I.
What was your favorite commercial?
The one that I had a different favorite, but I don't remember it.
Ah.
It was The one that I can remember right now, for some reason, they've all escaped me except for the Best Buy one with Amy Pollard.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And she's in there and she's harassing the guy. And it was a great commercial. It was just really well done because she's playing every character she's ever played at Best Buy.
Oh, that's me. Oh man.
I thought the Samsung commercial was a little weird.
Which one was that? The one Paul Rudd and
Paul Rudd
I love that one.
I loved it, but I was like, I don't know where this is going. And when it was done, I was like, that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. That's the point.
Yeah,
it was because they weren't really there to really do the commercial.
It was so cool. I was like totally into the fact that like they started off with no purpose and they ended with no purpose, and they paid everybody in that commercial a shitload of money.
It was the Seinfeld of Super Bowl commercials.
They're talking. Your mom and your girlfriend roommate is talking about, and your roommate are talking about the Budweiser horse commercial, the baby horse who was raised by the.
Oh, that was so cute! Oh my god, I almost cried.
Speaking of almost crying, the 49ers farmer commercial. The farmer like Dodge Ram commercial or the Chevy.
Oh yeah, I remember
that. I thought that was really well done.
That was like good ones.
I thought it was shot very well.
I'll say my least favorite of all the commercials, the Budweiser Black commercials were awful.
I didn't see any.
Well, because it's probably an awful beer.
It's probably, but like it was just like people having a sophisticated party, and then like
Budweiser
Black. Budweiser Black.
Budweiser Black.
Not gonna who are they fooling with that? Like,
it's darker beer for awesome. Sophisticated parties.
Honey, we can go and be sophisticated.
And there was like 3 episodes.
I don't know how much trash we can talk because you probably still have Pabst Blue Ribbon in your fridge.
I think she drank it all.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Junkie. But like there were three Budweiser Black episodes, like commercials, 3 different ones that were like the exact same thing. Crazy party.
Was it a Tide commercial or a Doritos commercial when there was like the
That's really opposite.
No, I know. Well, because they dropped a chip on the jersey and like
that was the commercial. The Doritos commercial is really weird. Like I don't remember because Doritos is the thing where you had to, like where they did a competition for like a fan made one. And it was funny. I remember being really.
I like the Taco Bell commercial as well. All the old people just getting.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. I love that one.
The thing about Doritos commercials is they play once at the Super Bowl and they play all year.
Yeah.
We're gonna see these commercials over and over
all year until the next set. At the next Super Bowl.
Remember
the one with the guy, he's walking out to go play football with his friends, and his daughter's like, don't you want to play dress up? I have Doritos. And then he's there, his friends walk in, and there he is in makeup, and like a full dress, and then they all join in. I like
the beard guy in the wedding dress. Is that my wedding dress? Maybe.
I remember the Doritos.
No, maybe.
The Doritos one was had the guy that adopted a Dorito eating goat. That was that episode. Commercial.
Episode commercial.
That Doritos episode.
Did you guys...
Next time on Doritos.
Did you guys watch the Puppy Bowl?
I did not.
I didn't watch the Puppy Bowl either. I'm really...
even after all that research you did.
I know.
He spent half an hour on his phone researching
which
the Puppy Bowl.
Which puppy do I like the best?
Oh.
I remember... It was
which puppy
really,
did you
really
like the
cute.
best?
I don't remember his name.
I thought it was like the German Shepherd Husky.
Yeah, it was German Shepherd Husky mix. There were like 2 of them.
Sounds adorable.
Like one was like black, one was gray, and the gray one was really like adorable and cute. And like,
how do you win the Puppy Bowl? Or does everybody win?
I think you just poop less.
There's like it's completely arbitrary. I think there are touchdowns when one of the dogs happens to grab the football toy and take it to an end zone. It's a puppy touchdown. But I think it's just whoever's the cutest wins.
And they throw them in the penalty box when they poop, and it's so cute. And then there's the kitten halftime show.
There were hedgehog cheerleaders this time, and there's the hamster blimp, and then there's like a guinea pig tailgate.
I don't know who comes up with this. This must be like the saddest old woman ever.
It's kind of like
very lonely person.
It's implementing like there's no way people are gonna watch this. Let's just put puppies on the screen for 5 hours. Like that's all they do, and it's such a brilliant idea, and I love it. Like I've watched every single one of them except for this one because I just haven't. I'll probably download it and watch it.
So you're the reason why they keep making them. Like,
exactly. I am watching them. Yeah. Keep making them because I'm watching them.
Not the lingerie bowl. That's in danger because of.
About the lingerie
I just heard
bowl.
about that.
That's in danger because of the Puppy Bowl, I think.
Good. I don't want to watch a bunch of shitty whores play football. I'd much rather watch puppies.
Is there mud involved with the lingerie bowl? Or is it just purely? I don't know. I didn't hear about it until like 2 days ago. I have no idea what's about it.
I think it's pretty clean.
Cullen's gonna do some Googling later.
So sad.
I have not watched it for years. So I
It's
don't
a, I did.
remember.
It's a year thing. I know it. I did.
It's
I didn't
every
know,
year.
Yeah, it's every year.
I didn't know about it until
It's
like
been
2
going
days
on longer
ago.
than the Puppy Bowl.
Inconceivable. It's like Puppy Bowl like 9 by now. Or something.
Dude, it's been
Oh, it
going
is
for a long
9.
It's
time.
been going on for a long. As football and then women in underwear. They go hand in hand.
That's a
Think
weird
about
name.
it. Dude
I
watches
did.
football, is all jazzed up, then watches the lingerie bowl, and then he goes has it alone time.
And then he watches the Puppy Bowl to cool down.
Then he
Or
watches the Puppy
if he's
Bowl.
really weird, he watches the Puppy Bowl and then has a long time.
Woo!
Oh, we don't know
Whoa!
those
We got
people.
dark. We got dark.
Cool. Well, I think
I
that-
finally figured out how it works. Sorry.
What-
Husband goes upstairs, watches lingerie bowl. Wife sits downstairs crying, watching the puppy bowl.
There we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Yay!
Got it.
Cool. And with that revelation,
Spousal problems.
with that revelation, that is our Futoncast episode 4.
Woo!
Thank you guys for watching.
4 of them.
Go like us on Facebook at facebook.com/theFutonalliance or
The
just
Futon
Yes.
The Futonalliance. Twitter.com/Futonalliance without the and www.thefutonalliance.com. Check it out. We have articles pretty much every day.
Pretty much.
We've had a really lax week because I've been dying of busyness and you've been
I've
retro-revving.
And I've been sending my car back to stock.
I have
And
been
Robbie
watching
is a bastard.
both retro rehabs.
Well, he's not.
again.
He's with him today.
Oh yeah, he's exploding
Yeah.
now.
So this will be up on our YouTube archive. Subscribe and share the
Oh, yeah,
YouTube
check that
archive. And for the next probably couple of months, because I will hopefully catch up by the 3rd retro rehab. Every day for the next while, I'm going to be uploading a part of Retro Rehab 1 and 2.
When is this? Is it starting tomorrow? or
Starting tomorrow,
Oh man.
part 1 of episode 1 of Retro Rehab is going up.
Oh yeah, we also have some other cool video content planned for the future, so keep an eye for that.
Real soon. Like.
Actual like
Really
we're actually gonna
soon.
start doing things after a month of just dicking around.
Well, it wasn't really dicking around. It's just the fact we getting set up.
That's true. All right. Thanks you guys for watching. We'll see you on the flippity flop coming next week. Same bad
Flippity-flop
time, same bad
side.
place.
YOLO.
Probably another retro in 2 weeks. We're not quite sure about that yet, but we'll let
But
you
we
know
will release
real
that
soon.
information real soon. We'll
That's
probably
the
talk
general
about that
idea.
now.
Because neither myself nor Robbie were at the meeting yesterday.
What meeting?
Yeah,
There was
Cole and
nothing.
I just hung out.
We just hung out at Frank's
And Sons.
and Sons.
Cool. Well, thanks you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Pow, pow, we're still going. Pow. Oh man, this is our thing now. Is this ending?
I just farted
We
on
just-
your couch.
Good. That's your spot now. That's
Alright.
where my sister sits, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. Gross.
Poop.
Hey
No,
Amanda,
no, no.
Amanda, the cast has stopped. You can totally come out now.
No, it's not stop. She's just lying to right now. Goodbye. Where'd my computer go?
Yeah, it's totally over.
That was fun. That was a good time. The Budweiser one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's happening. Is it? Where is it?
It's on the pie, ready to go.
Oh, it's on the pie.
What?
Our raspberry pie. Oh, I gotta take